So here I am. This is another video. We're on a roll. Fuck it. Go for it. We're gonna go ahead and do an eyebrow tutorial today. I get a lot of questions on my eyebrows. I get a lot of people, they love my eyebrows. My eyebrows are probably my favorite part of my makeup. And I always like to change it up and do like different colors, and like I love to have options for my eyebrows. My eyebrows grow just like lower and they're not as arched and like fun. So that's why I shave them off, and then I get to have more room to play with eyeshadow. Eyeshadow is probably my favorite part of makeup. That's what I started in, like when I was like 13, playing with eyeliner in my mom's bathroom, and like that was my favorite. So I love color, I love doing all of that kind of stuff, and it just fell into my eyebrows. I'm kind of like a little bit of a perfectionist when it comes to my shapes. Some days you might clock me and they might look a mess, but I like to really give them their own moment. So this video is going to be dedicated solely to that. We're going to have it start to finish, how I do my eyebrows, why I put them where, how I do it, how I shade them, how I blend them, how I get them highlighted, and everything. So if you want to learn how to do it, just keep on watching. If you like this video, subscribe, like, there's going to be more. All my social media is down in the description below. It's also pretty much all the same. It's ItsDannyDIVA, Danny the Diva, but it's all going to be listed down below. And then also all the products I use are also going to be down below. So yeah, if you want to learn how to do some snatched eyebrows, keep on watching. We're going to start off this little eyebrow tutorial with just my few favorite things that you just need to have. I use ANASTASIA Dipbrow. She's amazing. I have like a bunch of shades. I have, I think, 5 shades, and then I have the jet eyeliner, which you can use whatever. This is just my favorite, what I like to use to paint my eyebrows on. And we like to use the ANASTASIA Dipbrow brush, or the eyebrow brush. I would be lost without this eyebrow brush. It's just an angled brush, and it's very like stiff, and like it's made for this, you know. It's like it's got the little spoolie on the end. If you don't have eyebrows, you can't, I mean, I guess you can use a spoolie for whatever you can figure out what to use it for. I just use the angled side. It works perfect for me. Let's figure out what shade I want to use. I think I want to do a darker brow today. So I'm going to start off with the shade Ash Brown. Usually I like to use 2 different shades just to get like that dimension in there. You know what? I want to use Soft Brown instead. And I'm going to use Soft Brown and then do, oh, this is Soft Brown. We'll do Soft Brown and then Ebony to define the tail. So I just dab it on in there. Go on the back of my hand, and basically like a palette, just start mixing it around, just so that it gets the product like nice and like kind of warmed up. It gets it, to me it's like getting it ready to apply on the face, and then it's like spreading it evenly on the brush. Now what I like to do with my eyebrows is we'll start it about, you know, like we'll do the little trick like the side of the nose, but then I want to make sure it's still like matches up in between the tear duct. So that's kind of my happy medium, and then like whatever height that you want it to be at. So I like to go in and then just kind of put my eyebrow right above where I put my nose contour, and just go in, don't be scared, and plan it. I like to start it a little bit further back though, so I can blend it inward. I'm gonna actually start on this side. This side is my problem side. Always start with your problem side. Just do it. I promise you, you won't regret it. So dead on, kind of plant her. Ooh. Now, this is when you want to think about your eyebrow shape, what you're trying to aim for, what you want her aspirations to be. You know, you just want to go in the direction of the life she wants. She clearly Oh, she wants to have a fumble later on. It's cool. Towards the tail end of her life. And then just drag it outwards. Now really just kind of go in. Make sure your tail is nice and defined. Don't worry too much about the bottom part of your brow. This is the bottom line of my brow because I like to go in with concealer afterwards and just sharpen everything up. So do the same thing on the other side. The biggest thing with this is symmetry. So don't just look in one side of your eyebrow when you're doing the beginning part. Take a step back and look at your whole face as a whole picture, and then you'll be able to really kind of plant the eyebrow where you want it to grow. So go ahead, look back, kind of generalize, and okay, she's good for now. Let's just kind of finish the rest of it. And then same trick with like going like this to find out where you want your brow to end. And that's about right for me. Now we can go in and build the top of it. I'm a little bit more careful about the top of the brow just because I don't like to take concealer onto the top of the brow. So I like it to just be the way that it is. That's it. So this part I'm a little bit, we're gonna struggle, but let's see. Go in and I always like to look down in my mirror when I'm doing this. And then drag it up, or meet it up with the tail of your brow to create the full shape. And after I get the top on, I basically start filling it in, at least the tail. So now when I'm filling my eyebrows in, I want to start right in here and just start flicking this upwards. Start buffing it out and then take this and start kind of pushing that product inwards. And basically that's how I create the front of my eyebrows. Keep it really nice and soft, but still it's very, you know, you don't lose it. It's still there. And I don't like a very like painted front of the eyebrow. It's just not like my thing. But all this can be just like sharp as fuck, ready to cut somebody. And then same thing over here, just kind of. Dried out tears of sorrow, lacking all emotion, staring down the barrel, waiting for the final gates to open. So that's a good shape. Filled in, everything like that. We're good to go. You could leave it like this. You can be done. But like I said, I like to add a little bit of extra dimension in it. So I'm going to go in with Ebony Dipbrow. And same thing, I'm just gonna put that on my brush. And this is just gonna define the very bottom part of the bottom line of my eyebrow and then the tail. So we'll take that and on the top. And you just want to kind of stipple it to blend it in. That just gives it that extra dimension, and then it looks a little bit more realistic, I think. But I also like that it's very painted on, but a little bit like, you know, it's got that ombre effect at the front, which just adds that little bit of extra, like, maybe it's natural from far away look. Now let's do the same thing and hope we don't fuck it up. All the extra shit we're gonna do, except for one more step. Ooh, I love these eyebrows, they look so good. All right, now we're gonna go in a brush like this. I have no idea where I got this brush. I don't remember, I don't know, I'm sorry. Just, it's like a little concealer brush. And then I'm gonna take the Anastasia concealer in the pot. I love this concealer for this specific reason because it's a nice thick creamy concealer. Now I'm gonna just take it, dig my brush in there, and then same thing on the back of my hand just to kind of get it evenly distributed throughout the entire eyebrow. We're gonna go problem side. And just clean it up. Clean it up, Kokor. And then I also like this because it just highlights right under the brow, giving it the illusion that my brow bone is a little bit higher. Yep, and then take a beauty blender and just buff that out. For the final gates to open to a new. And then I just push the concealer in this way, just to kind of give it a little bit of a softer effect right in there. That's why I like this, because then I just dip back into this right over here and I do the other side. Just like that. Set that with the same brush that you use to highlight. All right, and there you have it. Brows from start to finish. I mean, you can go in and do like whatever little like detail work. Some people like to go in and like do like the little like brow strokes in that. Maybe one day, we'll see, never know. Yeah, and then that's basically just how I do it. Everything is start to finish with the eyebrows.